Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Tyro Media. I'm your host, Donald Wonder. Well, actually, this isn't an episode of Tyro Media. This is the episode of Done It, because I just done a series that I wasn't going to do. People, you know that recently, I've said this before, over the last 2 years, I've noticed that a lot of long-running shows from like 2008 are coming to an end. This is another one, and a lot of people keep telling me, if you don't like a show, why do you finish it? Why do you even talk about it? Blah, blah, blah. Listen, guys, I made a pact with myself that if I've watched more than half of a show, then I find out it ends, I'm going to try to finish it and try to review it right here on Planet Tyro for you guys. And this one had a lot of good going for it. But in the end, it turned into... blah. So, you know what time it is. Let's just...
Tyro Media presents
Done It! We're talking about Californication. Californication is a raunchy Showtime, 2007 comedy that ran for 7 seasons, and it really didn't need to. And it stars David Duchovny, I'm always mispronouncing this guy's name, who in this series is a writer with writer's block. He's got an alcohol problem, he's a womanizer, he's got drug abuse. To make his life more complicated, he has a long-time lover who he claims to be the love of his life. They've been together for looks like over 20 years, and they have a daughter together, 18-year-old daughter. And Californication is about his girlfriend, his daughter, the people he meets, his agent, all these friends, all the chaoticness of his life. And this show is meant to be a romantic drama comedy, a raunchy romantic drama comedy. And before we get into the show, I just want to say David Duchovny is most known for doing the X-Files, a great sci-fi mystery FBI show that is hailed by everyone. And actually, ironically, it's just got renewed for a new mini-series in 2015 that's going to be on Netflix. I might talk about that later. But he's also known for doing the Red Shoe Diaries. Yes, he narrated that raunchy 90s Playboy show, the Red Shoe Diaries. He was only narrating it, but but the bottom line is David Duchovny is actually a really good actor. He's actually I think he's got like an MA. He's a very well attuned actor, and he's got university degrees and so many things, and he's very charismatic, very likable guy. I've always liked him, even apart from the X-Files. He's actually done some movies, I put one on the screen here, that I really like, and he's just got a really good presence. Now, since the X-Files was such a serious and thoughtful thriller dealing with conspiracy, aliens, sci-fi, what have you, when I saw Californication originally on, I thought this was a great departure for him to do something comedic, something more light-hearted. And now speaking about the series, the first season, when it started off, I think it had a lot going for it that appealed to me. It was like this raunchy but romantic comedy about this guy who just can't seem to get his life together. You kind of empathize with the guy because he's so super charming. He can get women without even trying to just gravitate to him. But this woman that had his baby, they have a chemistry that is really romantic and awesome to see on the screen. And David Duchovny just emotes that charisma that is so believable. This was a great part for him. And let me tell you something, man. That first season of Californication is a perfect season on its own. It's so perfect, it even ends on a perfect freeze frame. And when that first season ended way back in 2007, I said to myself, this is enough. I don't need to see any more. Now, I wasn't under any illusions the show was coming back because it was successful. I did enjoy it, and obviously there was some loose ends. So when it came back for a second season, I was like, okay, well, a rom-com story can go on for a couple more seasons, but I never thought to myself this can go on for more than 3 seasons at the most, because the storyline seemed like it was going in a certain direction. Where this show ended up going was just around in circles, round and around on the same shit over and over and over again. And look, apart from David Duchovny and his wife and his child, there was other characters like his manager or his agent that is this cubal, Krillin looking like guy who's very comedic at first, but even his antics and his weird fetishes and his crazy wife, they run dry. Then you've got the outside people that come, the random actors, a lot of special guests on the show throughout the years, and they all just one-up each other on how crazy and how aloof and how sexual. Everything in the show just is about depravity, sex, drugs, and it's all about having fun, and it's all about being jovial. But I would think that's the case, but then there's a drama element to the show where David Duchovny's character is trying to get it together for his wife, but he keeps on fucking other women, and he keeps on disappointing his daughter. And the problem I have with the show is the comedy element just did not work for me. They tried to keep it lighthearted, and it was lighthearted, but him always having sex with all these women, and he breaks a lot of these women's hearts, and he gets into trouble, and the underpinning story just seemed to be he wants to get with this woman, he wants to make it work with his longtime girlfriend, but he just can't. Now this whole plot is something you see in like a raunchy movie, like some rated R teenage movie. We've seen them all the time, but those movies last 1 hour and a half. This show has gone on for 7 seasons, and after season 4, I was ready to call it quits again, because everything wrapped up in season 4. Now 4 years now, and again it has a perfect driving into the sunset ending where I'm like, it's over. Stop right here. Enough. No more. I've seen everything. But it goes on past season 4. And let me tell you something, season 5 was one of the worst seasons of TV I've ever fucking seen. They had the RZA and Megan Good in there doing some stupid black foolishness, and then again the show just keeps on increasing the random crazy characters, the crazy sexual encounters with Hank fucking over his girlfriend and messing around with his daughter, just being an asshole. How much of this can I take? There's only so much of this kind of storyline I can take. I mean, you see hints of this in Entourage and even in Weeds. I've seen these kind of things before, but this show just wasn't going anywhere. Round and around and around and around and around. After season 5, I dropped the show. It was so fucking unbearable. And even a lot of my friends just stopped dropping the show. But I'm not going to just shit on the show. I have some more good to say, but I just want to get all the negative out right now. Then I recently just watched season 6 and 7, the last 2 seasons after season 5. Ugh. Season 6 was another bullshit season. Season 7 was the last season, and it was the season I found to be truly the funniest, because they introduced this kid in who's like that kid from Superbad. I can't remember the guy's actor now, but they introduced this boy in. I'm not going to say who he is, but it won't be hard to figure out. That is comedy gold right here. This is the kind of comedy that makes a show funny, which makes it a sex comedy. Even though he has little to do with he has a lot to do with the plot, but he could have his own series the way this kid is. But again, this kid isn't anything new. You haven't seen the movies before. And then the series ends. The final episode ends on basically, well, you know, I'm gonna be who I'm gonna be. It's a fucking non-ending, okay? You end the way you started. Nothing fucking changed. 7 fucking seasons of a raunchy rom-com where nothing happens. It's just over and over and over and over and over again. Fuck this. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm a guy. I should like raunchy comedies. That Entourage because it's this rich guys, fucking girls making it happen. But this guy is a pathetic asshole who can't get with his woman, who keeps on fucking over women. And there's a lot of serious elements where even one woman ends up nearly killing herself over the way he treats her. Now, to be fair, David Duchovny is not ad-libbing this. The writers are the ones that are writing this fucking mess of a never-ending story. And even I watched it behind the scenes where David Duchovny was like, hey man, I don't even know the script. I come on set and we all I don't know what's going on. I just act it out. And I guess, honestly, great chemistry. All the characters having fun. It reminds me of the whole Adam Sandler syndrome, where I feel like everyone's just coming on to enjoy themselves, fuck, laugh, But as a viewer, the narrative is crap. The comedy is just humorous at best, but the sex jokes can get dry after a time. And I just got fed up of this show. So before I finish this off, because I'm going to give it a rating, I just want to say I read a lot of the reviews, the positive reviews for the show, and a lot of them are saying that, oh man, this show reflects California life, and I can relate to this show. you can relate to the show in a bit, but the element with Hank and his romance, it would have ended years ago. I don't think his girlfriend would have stuck with him for this. It's just not believable, and it's just hard to take. So on a whole, Californication went on too fucking long. That's the bottom line. Is it watchable? It's watchable, but it's fucking irritating as hell. And it's just depravity, sex, and drugs for 7 seasons, where you can see this in a movie. That's 1 hour and a half. This series in a nutshell is a romantic comedy movie you've seen over and over again, stretched for 7 years. No! I'm gonna give Californication a not feeling this, okay? This show only needed to be 3 seasons. It had a good idea, but it went around and around and around and around in circles, and I just did my head in there. And I only completed it because, like I said to myself, I wanted to finish season half of, and I like the actors. The acting's good, don't get me wrong. They all act well, it's great chemistry, but the story is just so irritating. 7 years of smut and depravity. No, fuck you. I'm too old for this shit, I'm sorry. And before you guys criticize me, you try watching this shit all the way through and stop making me feel like I'm a stick in the ass, okay? I like comedy, I like sex comedy as well, but enough is too much. That's the saying right there. Enough. So guys, if you watch all of Californication, leave a comment down below. But if you only watch a couple seasons, then you're gonna tell me, you just need to relax on. You try watching 7 seasons of smut of this on and on, and then tell me you're not frustrated, because this show just pushed my patience to the brink. So there you go. It can't always be positive, guys. Again, let me know what you think of Californication down in the comment section below. I do apologize for me being so negative, but again, I gotta just be real with you guys. I gotta be real. Gotta be real. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna leave it at that for another episode of Tyro Media's Done It. Thanks for watching. If you're new to Planet Tyro, welcome to the channel. I do a lot of reviews on a lot of media, as you can see on the screen here. Animation, movies, TV shows, what have you. I'd love for you to subscribe and check out the more content. But until then, I'll leave another ramble for another day. And I'll say, take care now. Peace out.